Welcome to the part 34 of this video series. In this video, we will learn about difference between abstract class and an interface. If you remember in the last video, we have learned about abstract classes. Let's continue our discussion from there and understand how we can use abstract classes in our program. If you remember from the past video, we have created an abstract class with name employee base, and I have created an abstract method print name within it. For now, let's remove all the code that is available here and let's keep only the print name method here. Okay, so I have used employee base as my base class in my part-time employee class, and let's provide some definition to this method. So I have implemented the print name method. Now let's go to our main method and try to invoke print name method. I have created an object of part-time employee and I've used the employee base type variable, and I can say employee dot print name. And if we run the program, we are getting the message as expected. Now let's create one non-abstract method in our employee base class. Okay, so I have added a non-abstract method in my employee base class, and let's try to invoke this particular method in our main method. So I can simply say employee dot print age. And we're getting the message age from abstract class. So this is how you can invoke abstract or non-abstract method. So we have just seen how we can use abstract class. And now let's first try to understand what are the similarities between an abstract class and a interface. So both interfaces and abstract classes are used as base to create other classes. If you see in Visual Studio, we have created employee base class and we have used this class to create part-time employee class. So using this class, basically the employee base class will provide a kind of blueprint or a structure for our class so that we can easily implement the methods which we should be implementing in part-time employee. So both interfaces and abstract classes can be used to create other classes. And we cannot initiate abstract classes and interfaces also. If we try to create an object of interface or abstract class, that will give us compilation error. Both contain set of methods that are defined and must be declared in the implementation. So just like we did in interface, we had to implement the methods which are available in the interface. In abstract class also, we have to implement all the abstract methods that are available in the abstract class. Now let's see some of the differences between abstract class and interface. Abstract class contains both declaration and implementation parts. So it is possible in an abstract class to have non-abstract method and abstract method also. So that's why we can have declaration and implementation in abstract classes. In interface, we can only have declaration of methods, properties, events, and indexer. But again, as part of C# 8, we can also have default implementation that can be used in interface. With the abstract class, we cannot achieve multiple inheritance because we can inherit only one class at a time in C#. But in case of interface, we can achieve the multiple inheritance. In C#, we can inherit multiple interfaces at a time. An abstract class can contain constructors, whereas we cannot have any constructor in an interface. Abstract class can contain static members. In interface, we cannot have it, but in C# version 8, it is allowed to create static members in interface. Abstract class can contain different type of access modifiers like public, private, protected. But in case of interface, if you are using a version which is less than version 8, in that version you cannot use public access modifier because everything in interface is public by default. But again, in newer version of C Sharp, it is allowed to have any access modifier in interface also. Abstract class is used to implement the core identity of a class, whereas interface is used to implement peripheral abilities of class. What we mean by it? When we create an abstract class, it means we are creating an identity of a class, meaning when we declare an employee based class, we can have the functionality that will be common for all type of employees. But in case of interface, we can add the behavior that can be used by any type of class. If many implementation are of same kind and use common behavior, then it is better to use abstract class. If many implementation can share methods, then it is better to use interface. If you have multiple set of classes, like in our example, we had part-time employee, full-time employee, and there will be some common behavior that will be common across these employees. That common behavior can be moved to an abstract class as a non-abstract method. So this is a perfect use case for an abstract class. And please notice the difference between an abstract class and interface is one of the most important question that is asked in interviews. Okay, let's try to understand in detail when to use abstract class and when to use interface. As a general rule, you should use an abstract class when creating a base class that needs to be inherited by other classes in a class hierarchy. If you need to define a behavior that can be implemented by multiple unrelated classes, you should use an interface. So basically, if you have multiple related classes, again, in our example, we had permanent employee, part-time employee, contractual employee. That time you can use abstract class because all those classes are related and there will be lot of common behavior that we can move to our base class, that is employee base class. But suppose you have classes something like circle, rectangle and triangle, and let's see an example of area method. The area calculation of circle will have different implementation. For rectangle we have different implementation, and triangle we will have different implementation. So for this kind of scenario we can go with an interface. That's it for this video, guys. In the next video, we will understand the problem with multiple inheritance in C Sharp.